Hello. I will be demonstrating the use of sign language as a form of an augmentative and alternative communication device. Sign language is considered one of the most practical and functional forms of communication for children with autism spectrum disorder. This is credited to the fact that it is an easily accessible form of an augmentative and alternative communication device because the only materials needed for communication is the individual's body. Sign language may be highly beneficial to a learner with autism spectrum disorder because it is widely recognized by a variety of communities, including the deaf and hearing impaired, and is formally recognized as a form of language. Sign language may be used when an individual shows deficit in functional communication, such as verbal speech or language development. Children who are visual or tactile learners may pick up sign language easier than auditory learners do, thus making them more desirable applicants to acquire the skill. Today, I will be showing you if I were teaching a kid to sign for water. So initially, I would provide the client with a few seconds of free access to the drink, showing that there is motivation for the desired item. So once they've had access and they've taken a sip, and you can tell that their motivation is for more water, you can, maybe they're reaching for it, or they begin to inappropriately mand, you can remove the item and prompt more water. So you can continue to do more water, and as the child then gives closer approximations to the signs, you can either differentially reinforce if it were a lesser approximation, so maybe they did more water. You could try 3 times. If it was unsuccessful, still give them a small sip, and then you would see if they still had motivation for the drink. If they continue to attempt the sign or reach for the item, then you can start your procedure over, and you would go again with maybe a more intrusive prompt than a model, so more water. You could do a physical prompt, so physically put their hands in the motion for more, and physically prompt them water, and then systematically fade from there. You can do a partial, so just placing their hands in the correct positions, and then if there were other modifications needed, because for early learners, and especially if they have fine motor deficits, water may be a lot more difficult with the W showing here. So a common modification that I have seen would be drink here. So you do more drink and then generalize that across drinks. Once that skill has generalized and the learner begins to show stronger motor control, then you can introduce more variability between water, juice, other items that way. The main goal is to systematically fade your prompts. So you could go from a full physical prompt, more water, to a model prompt. Then you could gesturally kind of go. And then your last one would be independent. So once the client is showing independence, they sign more water. You'll give them social praise and free access to their items. So then you would immediately reinforce and allow the learner to gain access. Next time that they are going to sign, if you were systematically fading, we would accept the last reinforced